a planned series of underground nuclear tests at Mururoa Atoll in the South Pacific. The French Defense Ministry said the magnitude of the explosion was approximately the same as the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
I kind of run out of energy because I'm doing this book and business. I just wanted some easy money.
So this is my hometown. I mean, it's where I've lived since when I was a kid. It's by the sea, and I mean, we have all this outdoor sports stuff around here. But I'm really a solitary person. I like to go and hang out and do some fishing and just get my head together. So, and it's a place that has got special meaning to me because it was where I met my wife. I mean, we used to spend hours down here just sitting here and chatting and talking and plans for the wedding and what have you. But a week before the wedding, you wouldn't believe it, I'm here sat on my own, thinking through all, what we're going to be doing in our future lives, all the rest of it. And I went and dropped the ring. I mean, there I am looking at it, and the next minute it just fell into the river. And I was gutted. I mean, it completely cut me up. I mean, it's not something that I could really handle myself. I mean, she was fine about it. I mean, she just said, forget about it. We got another ring. But it just, it's not exactly good luck to lose your ring the week before you're about to get married, and it's something that preyed on me, I have to admit, for a long time after that. But we had a beautiful little son, and you can't really ask for more of that. But I was thinking, and so one day I went back. I mean, I hadn't been back for years, and went back to where I used to go fishing. And on that special day, I caught a huge fish. I mean, a massive fish. I've never caught a fish like that before. So when I got home, I mean, there I was. I was looking at the fish, and I really could feel there was something a bit weird here as I was cutting into it. And as I opened it up, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. There was another fish inside it. I mean, it really isn't what you expect. But I mean, I knew this was going to be a pretty fateful day, so I cut into that one, and there inside that was another tinier fish. So I knew I was onto something here. So I started cutting into that little fish, and as I opened it up, would you believe the rings weren't there?
government is facing after today's High Court ruling that the government violated the human rights of 4 Iraqi Kurds by detaining them whilst their asylum applications were being processed. No wonder then that the Home Secretary David Blunkett said he was deeply disturbed and has lodged an urgent appeal. Our social affairs correspondent Victoria MacDonald has more.
Behind the barbed wire, the Oakington Centre in Cambridgeshire at the heart of today's court ruling. It was here that 4 Iraqi Kurds claimed they'd been held unlawfully. They argued there'd been no reason to believe they would abscond while waiting for their asylum applications to be heard.
This is London Liberation Army Television. Today is the anniversary of liberation of London and England. Ever since the year 2050, when the percentage of foreigners in London reached 80%, the general political situation started to get worse. English turned to targeting foreigners and ethnic minorities through increasingly racist ideologies. Nationalists jumped at the opportunity as they wouldn't mind turning London into a million-plus ghetto. Food was in short supply, fuel was scarce and mostly allocated to the government and military that had been increasingly controlling the population. English intentionally left non-English residents of London hungry and dispossessed, but the London Liberation Army finished all that. After many incidents, street fights and killings, all ethnic minorities were forced to leave the other parts of England and move to London. But more and more racist groups descended on London to kill and torture foreigners, which were supported by the police and military that turned a blind eye. Yes, in many cases they supported them. The event, which initiated our road to freedom, started a Big Brother show. Participants were chosen at random from the non-English ethnic groups and forced to kill or be killed in the labyrinth of death. These people were called Gladraps. The wild animals were released to chase them and they were forced to fight only with a knife. The successful Gladraps were freed from Big Brother slaughter and given option to leave England. English families watched the show as a normal event, like football games in 20th century. They cheered as poor Gladraps died. But the hope came when 4 guerrilla fighters escaped from Big Brother show and found refuge in London Underground, where they created the first cell of London Liberation Army. London Underground by that time was abandoned and was used as a shelter for anarchists, refugees and all unwanted and wanted people of England. Police didn't dare to enter there, so Underground was a safe place to live. Large factors in organizing LLA were ex-army generals among refugees and from Russia and Balkans. Using their former contacts, they had access to intelligence reports and rugged military equipment. The refugees, foreigners and anarchists organized and armed on 1st of May 2060. They emerged from long-time closed King's Cross station and started to fight street-to-street battles against the English oppressor. After 1 month of heavy fights, they managed to liberate London, and this wasn't all. The London Liberation Army liberated all of England after a year of fights and declared it London Republic. They jailed the last Prime Minister, kicked out the King, which found refuge in Scotland, and established a country that was created from foreigners and minority of English Marxists and anarchists. After that followed creation of Constitution and Parliament. Londoners started to use new language as official language that was dialect spoken at large in London by that time, and that was combination of English with 70% of foreign words, mainly taken from languages of the foreigners of London. Ni follow the European Limra and the European Nolly. Law and the Zobzin and the Null European Lucian and Staff, what number of